So it was quite, shocking, as you can imagine, if the club is confirming, saying that he has been found and alive and taken to hospital. And 11 hours later, my children had to hear it from the radio, saying that they still don't know where he is.
Christian Atsu Wife after say a earthquake he see wo Turkey no ho abobo na Ghana ne wiase nyina yeguso ayedi see ye hu enua be me ana say ye hu no no ankasa no ho kani meche ne wife Claire Rupio adensam abetodwa afa ne kunu no about ho sanso so na player ba ko a Sunday na jo no ne Christian Atsu wo ho ansana ade be chi Monday no ama earthquake ye see no so adensam do na abetodwa na BBC News na ne Claire Rupio meche Christian Atsu wife etwetwe nkomo na ode nsem etodwa se enemamu edin ye padema ono na afin so omoma no na ono de ogide seni kunu no ye behu no na so see the information abeka ne nsa echiremu a eye Christian Atsu ne agent akopemu Turkey ekwakoshe de ekoso na ebiemu nso no building na Christian Atsu ewo mu no omunim se nipa eguso ahyehya ase na so no equipment amdo ye omopie no na ayedin ensem do na Claire Pio editodwa ne yeko akotie no na mekey na mehu se Fosua Papa bi hotel and guest house na ATSU'S nim mejumedi we say bremo se opa bia da ama ho ajejo ba bia otu kwan na no ho kan beda se da oda wankasa ofie dia na meka Fosua Papa bi hotel and guest house na edi amount omo fully furnished rooms, bed and breakfast, 24-hour security, bedrooms, living room, kitchen, TV and air conditioner bia etutu akwa konfobia emewia oniema mo nsawom Kumase to Accra Road ko Google map so abe hu omo e wo hono ne yenko ne yenko take Claire Rupio nsam no emra ye ba ye beto aso.
Well, all I know is that currently his agent is in Turkey, and he's trying to get to the place where it happened. And we know that his building has been, they know where the building is, and they're trying their best to rescue everybody. And they know that there are people still under the rubble, but the problem is that they don't have the equipment necessary to get them out. So he's still missing, and we don't know where he is. Yeah.
And that's just an unimaginable feeling for you to have to wake up with every day and live with at the moment.
Yeah, especially for my children as well. So yeah.
I'm so sorry. The job of trying to get information out and his whereabouts is extremely difficult, as I'm sure anyone can appreciate, given these circumstances. Do you have any hope that the information that will reach you is something that you will be able to trust? Because part of the problem is here, so many people don't know what's going on.
Well, yeah. So it was quite, shocking, as you can imagine, if the club is confirming, saying that he has been found and alive and taken to hospital. And 11 hours later, my children had to hear it from the radio, saying that they still don't know where he is. And so I know that his agent is there, and they are trying their best to find him. So I trust that he will bring me, obviously, the news that I can trust. That, if he sees him or speaks to him, So, but it's quite confusing, everything, yeah.
And can you just remind us where he was and why he was there and the connection to the area?
Well, he plays for ATSU'S. He signed a 1-year contract. And he had a very good game on Sunday, and he scored his first goal. And and he has been living with his teammates as well, which has already been rescued. That's all I can tell right now.
And can you tell us when you last had contact with him?
He spoke to the children last time on Saturday morning. Yeah, that was the last time that I've heard from him.
And then I can't imagine the moment that you heard that the earthquake had first struck. That is something that no one should have to go through.
Yeah.
I had a lot of missed calls on my phone from his sister, and then she just told me, and and then I read the news. So yeah.
And have you got any any messages for the rescuers out there, the authorities out there, those working so hard to try and find people?
Well, all I can say is that for me, I know the rescuers are trying their best, hardworking day and night to rescue everybody. And I just feel for everybody who has, like me and my children, been in the unknown, not knowing if the family is alive or not. And I would just appeal for the Hatay Sport Club and the Turkish authorities and the British government to send out the equipment to get the people out that are still trapped in the rubble, especially for my partner and the father of my children as well, because they need the equipment to get them out. They can't get that deep without the equipment. So, and the time is running. So, yeah.
Yeah, the time is running out, but of course we have still seen dramatic rescues. People are still being pulled from the rubble. Does that give you some hope?
A bit, yeah. I still pray and believe that he's alive.
Abusa for some empire and na ye bo se Christina Chibe hu na chi say ye na pie na hospital na akodi na ye hu empire na che say ye bo na meton komo so edama mo no na akoti eye ensama Christina Chu adam for no football player no won nchen no ono so nsama de to dwane ba ye beto so.
We just played that evening, and I had some teammates over, just to kind of hang out after the game because usually you can't sleep. And it was until later the hours of the night they left my place, and then after I just finished cleaning up, I sat down and I just started to kind of feel myself shaking, and I thought I was having a panic attack. And then the shakes just kind of progressed more and more, and I started hearing things getting thrown around the kitchen, plates and cups, and also just hitting the ground, and then I just saw the TV fell over, the table stand fell over, and that's when I realized, what was going on, and then I had a candle that was lit on the table, and it kind of fell over, and it hit the carpet, and then I was just worried about kind of setting up the fire. So once I was able to kind of blow out the candle, I just ran outside my house, and everyone was outside. It was lightning, it was pouring rain, and I just seen like a split in the roads, and I just ran to my security at the entrance of the neighborhood I stay in, and everybody was just kind of there, and just freaking out and yelling and trying to account for people that are missing and things like that. And at the same time, it's the worst case for me was that my house was just in a complete mess. Everything was all over the place. But with a couple of my teammates who also live in the same area, we drove down to that training facility, and I mean, that's where we can kind of really see the disasters everywhere. As buildings completely collapsed, there's roads that are divided, there's fires, there's people yelling, there's people crying, there's just things that you thought you never associated with. Our sport director is still missing.
Adofno na we say any update aba Christian Atsu nsem no hwa de ebesomo GhPage TV so na eni so guso a edi echi de beto form edi nyina ebebro me sorry so no na me kan nyina me hu say best do shipping door to door na ATSU'S nim mejumede we ebremo so UK na person ship on nema from Ghana dia me kan for company we enedi ama we san say omo ship on nema e de beba bedru asomdwe no du Ghana mpa e san dia brew e wo doorstep me say kosi ba bi na afo se brabeje afesu nema bia ye ship ye bia na because name bia or the form someone beba asomdwem amount form numbers no na eno mo enye business medin no e abuna good makramo
eba mema hwemu dia Dr. Amuzu ye na Africa ha nyina yaji ya ATSU'S oba ya hwe ho no mu a ye sanyare wa bebre na yare wa ya Ghana fo aji ya ATSU'S ma atrene Africa ha nyina ye mema hu yade na esa enti bema bia o tiemi a de kan so owo weak erection no bema no sori a emunye dene Udi ko banasi ya na adwo. The ether kono early ejaculation. se uni oba kwa impaso a enche no ho asane wo obu a na be ma se bi afon aikituwa bi obi de so atwe akom na enam enyini nti process abesoyew ebe obi ehwe me wanya process wakoye process adwiri ye free honom menne ne be ma na mpeja biom wo low sperm count wo sperm se bi ni mukura ni nyina oba Dr. Amuzu ebe buaw yaso ye ne wo Kumasi Tafu Club 600 ye juma from Monday to Monday anopa nonson ye jwa go fe nwumre dum nifa Dr. Amuzu Herbal Clinic Mawuji Hiochalo